ago about voiceover basically being your voice over some video. I'm basically just saying that for the recording. But for the end result of your homework, normally I don't like show you what the end result should look like, but I'm going to show you. So this is a just an example of what I expect from you guys. There's two parts to this video. One is you see my face and you're gonna hear my voice, but you see that my mouth is not moving. Okay. So the other part of the video is there's gonna be sound from natural sound from that video, but you're still gonna have a voice, but you'll still hear my voice. There'll still be a voiceover, but the sound of my voice is going to be a lot stronger than the sound of the other students. So I'm going to go ahead and play that now. Actually, I may have to adjust the TV volume. Let me see. Yeah, probably. Oh, well, it's 50, so maybe that should be good, right? Okay. So, here we go.
I hope this helps our mass comm students. I know it will inspire them. I'm certain it will. Okay, don't smile. Serious face. I'm done. Here we have some mass comm students expressing their appreciation of Mr. Terrell's classes through interpretive dance.
All right. So, in the first one, yeah, 50 is loud. Down to like 30. All right, so mouth is not moving, but that is my voice. So you're gonna have to have one video that you record that of your face not moving. Okay, that's the key ingredient of you, mouth not moving. So you probably can't be wearing a mask in the video. I feel bad for saying that. The other one, still your voice, but need something with natural sound, like I don't know, people talking in the cafeteria, or maybe a busy street with cars passing by, or something where you can see that there was noise. Like if you show me a stereo, then I'm like, yeah, music could have been playing, but I don't really know because I'm not seeing things happening. I'd say if like the band was performing or something, then that'd be good. Or if you were, I don't know, maybe a basketball game, because there's always noise there. So, yeah. So this is what we're going for, and I'm going to show you how to get there. Let me get that out of the way. And I get a roll sheet out. Yep. Before you leave, please sign the roll sheet. All right. So, how do we get to do all that fantastic stuff? So, yeah, none of you have had this class called TV production with me. That's not the class I referred to earlier. That was TV practicum. Practicum and production, two different classes. But in that class, you would have been trained by me on how to use the cameras and you would have known how to, say, record your voice into the camera and use that and upload the footage to the computer. But there's other ways around not knowing how to do that. One of those ways is that the computer has a built-in camera and a built-in microphone. So I'm going to show you how to use that first, Trying to see if we have. There's also a blue snowball microphone. There should be one in the station. I know I've got one in my office. It has much better audio quality. I'm gonna check real quick because I think I know if it's not, if I don't see it here, I think I know where it might be. So I'm gonna go see if I can find that other mic. Right. Alright, so, not seeing it. I'll make sure to bring the one from my office say come Monday, just to give you a demonstration. But yeah, sometimes the program doesn't want to recognize the mic anyway. So, where was I? So, let's record some audio into our stuff. So, I believe that. So, first thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to find this thing called window. Let me make sure that it shows up on the. Let me make this a little bit smaller so it can show up on the. Nope, not showing up that way. Sorry, you guys probably can't see it because. It's up. I can minimize the window, but it won't adjust for the very top. So if you just click somewhere, anywhere on Final Cut, and at the very top of the screen where you see Final Cut Pro, you see File, Edit, Trim, Mark, Clip, Modify, View, and Window. I could have gone from the other direction. Click on the one that says Window. Does everybody see that? Oh. So, okay, so everybody sees window, so click on window. Now, you're going to see something that says, and depending on the version of Final Cut Pro 10, you should see something that says record voiceover. Do all of yours say record voiceover? Because it may say record audio, or it may say like, I think maybe a long time ago it may have said record narration or something, but under window, do you see, does everyone see record voiceover?
Yes.
Okay, you see record voiceover? You haven't responded, so I'm wondering if you have any.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you already clicked. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So once you see that, go ahead and click on reverse. I don't know what word I just said. Record voiceover, and yeah, I guess on this one I haven't used it before, but yeah, if it pops this up, sometimes different programs won't let you use certain things like the camera or the microphone without having permission. If it asks you for permission to access the microphone, just go ahead and click OK. And my view is a little bit different, but that's just because I don't have advanced view up. So if I click here, it'll show, we should all be seeing about the same thing. Everybody have something that looks like this? Okay, cool. So some things to pay attention to with this window. You can probably see that it's already responding to my voice. I don't know exactly where the microphone is. I haven't really taken the time to find out, but it's somewhere in the in the screen. What was that? So yours should also be responding to your voice or my voice, or just lightly tapping somewhere, on the bezel of the monitor. Anyway, so everybody's is responding. Yes, like we got the little green things moving.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Excuse me. So, another thing that you want to pay attention to is you want to pay attention to your event, okay? So, if you have the wrong event because maybe someone else, works on the uses the same computer, it may have something up there that you don't want. So, you want to make sure that it's showing the right event because what will happen is if you don't have the right one, then it'll go somewhere else and you basically won't see it. So when you get done, the clip is supposed to pop up in this window that you have in your event or library, whatever. So what else was there that I needed to point out? Those are the two most important things. I'd say another thing for your input right now. It says system setting, built-in microphone, or built-in microphone. Now, if we had that other snowball microphone that I was telling you about, under input, you would see like blue snowball microphone, and you click on that. But since we don't have that, or since I don't have that right now, then I'm trying to think. I can't remember the difference between. I know the difference between mono and stereo, but between system setting, built-in microphone, and just built-in microphone. But yeah, anyway, you want some kind of built-in microphone, okay, at this point. So that looks pretty good. You can adjust the intensity of the audio by adjusting the input gain. But I mean, you can also do that once you have it in post. So I'll just play around and I'll just have mine up to 8 because I'm just going to do that. And I believe monitor on off is hello? Test. There's audio coming from. Oh, well, okay, I guess it allows you to hear yourself, which is not good. So countdown to record is going to do a little beep 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 thing before you actually are going. Now, before I actually press the record button, it's important where I have my playhead because wherever I have my playhead, that's where it's gonna start recording and put your audio basically about right here, and it's gonna move as I'm speaking. The reason why they have that is if I wanted to say talk about what's happening on screen, then I could see what's happening on screen at the same time and talk about it. So that's why it has that. I'm trying to think. I think that's yeah. If you want to name it, I don't know. I'll say VO example 1. All right. So anyway, mute project while recording if you don't want to hear it, and create audition from takes. I can't remember what that is. So anyway, yeah. Let's. I'm gonna commentate on myself. So here we have instructor Trammell, and this name is name and description, and he uses his hands in quite the appropriate manner. Thank you. So you saw that while I was recording that, this was moving, and if you wanted to say things, to go along with the video, great. But if you don't, oh, sorry, I haven't even proved that this works. So. Video example, here it is right here. So it's there and it's in my timeline. His name and description, and he uses his hands in quite the appropriate manner. And this video, the chroma key video of me didn't have any audio to begin with, so that's why you're only hearing me. So, but let me show you one more thing. I said, if you want to commentate over video, that's great. That's what it's originally designed for. But say I don't want to do that. I just want to say something, and I'll move it and adjust it to wherever I want to adjust it to later on. So I can move my playhead pretty much anywhere, and I can press record again, and it'll just take off from wherever it is. So here's another example. So now I'm saying words and there's no video over it, but that's okay because this is still recording my voice. So see, it's So now I'm saying words and there's no video over it, but that's okay because So yeah, and I think this was here, but this was over here. Anyway, but yeah, as you see, you don't have to have it over any particular video in order for it to work. So, all right, now then there's no video over it, but that is under number 1. Selecting part. Oh yeah, looking back at the sheet. Hot mic. That's it's like an industry term from radio. Basically, just letting people around you know that hey, I'm about to record, so please quiet down. So that's why you would say hot mic. It's not like the program recognizes the word hot mic and it just like responds to vocal commands or anything. No, it's not that. It's just if people are around you, then most people, a lot of people in this department know that when they hear the word hot mic to just like not be loud, not come and say, hey, I got great news. You can wait. So, let's see. Yeah, audio will appear on timeline as or after it records. Went over that part. Something I'd like to, yeah, because really just getting the audio there is, one of the biggest hurdles. Another thing. So how can we get footage into our computer? There are a number of ways. For those of you, well, I'm gonna start with the most old school way. If you shoot something on your Android phone, and anybody here have an Android? Okay, well, I'm still gonna say it anyway for the recording. So if you had an Android, you could use your USB cable, plug it into the phone and plug it into the computer. It'll ask you if you want to trust the source. You say yes, and then you go into the Finder, and you should be able to see your thing. Or it may ask you to it'll ask you to like import all your pictures. You say no because you don't want all your pictures there. You just want the latest thing that you record from your gallery. So that's how it works for an Android phone. Yeah, I think I hear a squeaking or a bird or something. I don't know what that is. Anyway, what's the next one? Oh, SD card. So this works well. Yeah, if you have an Android phone or maybe you have a DSLR or some kind of camcorder or whatever. Oh, I usually keep a SD card with me. But on the back of, on the back of these computers, there's an SD card slot. And, hold on. I am going to get an SD card because it has the adapter. So I'll show you guys. Okay. So most Android cell phones have, you can put like a little SD card in here to expand your storage to whatever size you want. Ha ha ha, Apple people. So if you have one of these and you don't want to do the whole USB cable thing, then you may own one of these as well. So this takes it to the size of a standard SD card, and you can just plug it into the computer like so, and you can get your footage onto your computer like that. For those of you who have that option. What else? If for some reason you're like really in a bind and I don't know, you can't do that. If I'm around, then just ask me because I have my adapter. I have another kind of adapter that, I don't know, some people have it, some people don't. But I can even put, a little tiny micro SD card into this little type of adapter. and it has a USB connection, and I just plug that into the back of the computer. So if you need my assistance, I am able to help you. So that's the SD card option. And AirDrop, which I'm guessing all of you guys are Apple people. You guys are familiar with AirDrop? Okay. So, well, I can't show it on this because it's not showing up. But yeah, there's a, where's that AirDrop logo? Is it up here? Let's see. You guys probably know more about AirDrop than I do because I'm not seeing the logo. Oh, wait.
You have to, the person you're talking to has to initiate it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you can AirDrop to these computers. So, yeah, I only AirDrop like maybe 3 times a year, so I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of want to pull out my laptop and anyway, so those are other options. Those are some options for getting your footage, and yeah, you kind of if this footage would save the noise, if you just want to like I don't know, just download some video that has sound, I can tolerate that. I'll be okay with it. But at some point, you still have to shoot yourself, and you can use, one way of doing that is with your phone. Okay. I'm going to show you another way of shooting yourself if you don't want to use your phone. Okay. So I'm moving on to recording audio or video using built-in camera. So when you import, so you can press command. I just use the shortcut key on here. Press the command button and the and I. So that's not a number one. Command plus I is how you can bring up this screen here. And actually, I'm gonna close this because I just don't like having that open right now. So I can press Command I and bring up this window, or I can go up to, and I know it's not gonna show, and I'm sorry that it does that, but go up to say where it's near Final Cut Pro, go over one to where it says File, and you go down to Import. Okay, at least that much is showing. And you can go to Import Media, okay? And then you get to the same screen. Now, here's, you've done this before, but here's where we change it up a little bit. Under a thing called Cameras to the upper left, can you see that? Okay. Under Cameras to the upper left, you pick FaceTime HD camera. And if it's asking you for permission, you say okay. And then you can see, you should all be seeing yourself right about now. Is everybody seeing themselves? What did you say? Okay. To get to the input window, I held down the command button and pressed I. Hey, is that what you're talking about? Are you talking about how to pop up yourself on the? Okay, on the far left, to the upper, to the very top where it says cameras, click on the thing that says FaceTime HD camera. You see that? All right. All right. Well, you can go press file. And go to import. And go to media. Okay. And then go to that. Okay. And it should pop up in just a second. It must not have permission. All right. If you have an issue where, like, I don't know, you can't access something, it's usually, I'm gonna show it here. But if you go to settings, and where's permissions? I think it's on the privacy security. And then, okay, and okay, see, I click camera, and then I click Final Cut Pro. See, you didn't have permission, so. Okay, so I'm gonna click real. Yeah, it's under privacy security, so now, oh, back to this. For media, and yeah, leave FaceTime. There you go. Cool. And I should probably say that for the video as well. If you have a problem, so the camera isn't active. It's funny. Anyway. What you do is, because they're going to be able to see this, you go down to settings or system preferences. You go to was it privacy and security, and then you go to privacy. You go to camera, and Final Cut Pro should be clicked. If it's not clicked, then you click it. So yeah. And once you do, then you'll be able to get this screen that you're seeing here. So now that we have this screen, what we're gonna do? Oh yeah, let's. Another thing that you always got to pay attention to: make sure that you have the right event. Okay, my event that I'm working in is called computer editing, so make sure that yours says whatever your event is called. Excuse me. So. Let's see, is there anything else I need to mention about this? The default thing says copy to library, so yeah, I would have that as copy to library. Yes.
Is there a way to make the camera like mirror you?
You mean like flip it around or? No,
Oh, okay.
no, sorry. Oh yeah, so when you get ready to record. It's not going to say record. It's going to say import. Did I have that down? Yeah, press import to start recording. So when that happens, you just press it and you'll see like a little countdown, not countdown thing, but a couple seconds. And yeah, oh, look at that. I can see myself in the other thing. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to stop import or stop recording. And I'm going to get this out the way. And there I am right there. So, yeah, if you want to do the part where it's just your face, not talking, you can use this in order to record yourself. So, yeah, that's something that you can use if you want to do it that way. So let's get back to the homework. All right. So, yeah, this one has my voice, but let's just pretend that this was just me staring into the camera. But yeah, you see, a couple seconds, and got my wonderful audio. But yeah, what I'm gonna do in this case, and in your case, when you record yourself just looking, I say still do it. You can mute the audio so that there's no background noise or anything, because that's not what the first part of the homework assignment is about. So you can just go over to your audio, wait for the little decibel thing to pop up, click, hold, and just drag it down. Okay. So now I've got 0 audio. Okay. So and you saw me record audio before. So I think I'll use that. And remember, if you need to, record, you go to Window, and you go down to Record Voiceover, and you use this thing, and you make sure that it's routed to the right event. So let's just say this is what I used, and so now I'm saying words, and there's no video over it, but that's okay because this is still recording my voice. Even though with the thing over my mouth, the effect is really not nearly as good, but yours is going to be better because you're going to shoot whatever you're going to shoot your video with the intent of doing it for the homework. So that is one part. Let me get this out the way. I don't need this. Yeah, I could have. You know what? I can do this fast enough. Let me do this one more time. The right way. All right. And Okay, so that one's going to be better because I'm not moving my mouth, and here I am, and I'm just going to press OK. All right, and if I wanted to, yeah, because there's not really any audio there, and if I wanted to, I could do my voiceover part. I could do, at the same time. I'm just going to narrate myself. So record voiceover, and let's see, make sure this is in the right spot. Hey, I want to have it right there. Okay. And this is me narrating myself. Look, my mouth is not moving, and I bet I'm about to lean my head to the left, lean to the right, and I think that's going to be the end of it. All right. So this is me narrating myself. Look, my mouth is not moving, and I bet I'm about to lean my head to the left, lean to the right, and I think that's going to be the end of it. So, something, it can be that easy for, part one of your homework. Part two, though, going to need something with some natural sound. I'm going to, worst case scenario, the intersection footage, it has sound. And I don't even know what I said in this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna slide this one down, okay? Now, one thing that I remember about this intersection video is that it's got a pretty, significant volume level. So you can't really hear me that well because of the other sounds within the video. So this is where we're going to be mixing our audio. And there's a term called bed level audio. So it's basically where you have background music, but it's not so loud to where it overpowers whatever's being said. So we want to get this to kind of a bed level audio for the traffic. So one thing I'm going to do, that is really loud. Oh wait, I raised the volume. But anyway, I'm going to lower my audio. And I'm going to do it this way. If I wanted to, I could go into the inspector and I could adjust it I could use this way of adjusting it, but the way that I prefer is just to do it on the timeline. So that's why I did it that way. So let's see. So here we have Instructor Trammell, and this name and description, and he uses his hands. That's better. I may raise this a little bit higher, try to keep it from staying too far in the red. Wow, 7 decibels. Let me about maybe just 5. All right. So here we have Instructor Trammell, and this name and description, and he uses his hands in quite the appropriate manner. Thank you. All right. So you can still hear name and description, and he uses his hands. Yeah, I might move this up just a little bit. And description, and he Instructor Trammell, so you can still hear, description, and he uses his hands in quite the appropriate manner. I might lower it again. Thank you. But anyway, you can hear there's like kind of a balance between the background sound of whatever it is and your own voice. So for your homework, what I want you doing is I want you to combine it, have, so it'd be something like this where it's all just one video. My mouth is not moving, and I bet I'm about to lean my head to the left, lean to the right, and I think that's going to be the end of it. Oh, I should have cut some part of it. So here we have Instructor Trammell. Let's move this up. And he uses his hands in quite the appropriate manner. Thank you. So that your homework should be something like that. So, any questions about this one? Okay, cool. Reminder, Monday, test on the editing process part 2. Yeah, okay. Coming up. So, yeah, I should probably create let me go ahead and stop this recording.